Prisoners is a 2013 crime thriller directed by Denis Villeneuve, starring Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal. Prisoners is the story of two families getting together for a nice Thanksgiving feast. The Dovers and Birches are your average American families. They live just down the street from one another. They're all best friends. Their children are even friends. After a lovely sing-along, and a wonderful meal courtesy of Patriarch Keller and son Ralph, Anna and her best friend Joy decide to go look for the red whistle which she lost that was given to her by her father, Keller. Keller prides himself as a God-fearing man who's prepared for anything. Well, almost anything.
Roger, did you see my daughter walk by here? No, sir. Problem? Anna?
Prisoners is the story of a man who will do anything it takes to find his missing daughter.
Tell me! Tell me! Tell me! Tell me! Where's my daughter? Where's my daughter?
And a detective who will do the same. Detective Loki is the man who has been tasked to find the missing girls. He's reserved, calculated, and has never failed to solve a case. Loki is in for a tough time, though. He finds himself dealing with the contentious Keller, dissatisfied with Loki's best efforts to help.
Look, can't waste any more time on this guy. Right, you're gonna have to trust me. I'll let you know if I have anything new, all right, Mr. Fucking A.
Hysterical Grace, who spends her days crying and mourning her lost child.
It's been 3 days. Why can't you make her go home? I don't understand. It's been too long. Please make her go home.
And almost no leads to go off. The only clue is the RV that the girls were playing on earlier that day. The RV belongs to Alex Jones.
So I never expected Trump charging into a goblin's nest to not get some goblin vomit and slop and blood on him.
Wrong Alex Jones. Our Alex is the lead suspect in the case, having probable opportunity to snatch the girls as well as having attempted to flee police upon being approached. Unfortunately for Detective Loki,
Alex Jones, unfortunately, has the IQ of a 10-year-old.
I don't want to see him kissing goblins.
I said wrong Alex. Alex denies any and all accusations towards having been involved in the disappearance of the young girls. This is not good enough for Keller. He goes after Jones in the parking lot. Let's see what Jones thinks about that.
Tell me what you did with them! Tell me!
They didn't cry until I left them.
What did you say? No!
Uh-oh. Keller doesn't take kindly to that and decides to swing by where Alex is staying later that night. Keller witnesses as Alex comes out of his Aunt Holly's home, abusing her dog and singing a familiar tune.
Jingle bells, brought their smells, rock and blazing.
Alex.
That song. Where'd you hear those words?
Welcome to the second act. Keller has kidnapped Alex, and he brings in the similarly distressed and reluctant Franklin to be his helper. Alex is being held at Keller's dilapidated childhood home, being tortured in search of answers that Keller is sure he has. Franklin tells his wife Nancy, as he cannot bear the guilt of his actions. The Birches return to Keller and scold him for his lack of humanity, but when given the opportunity, refuse to free Alex, agreeing not to help Keller, but not to interfere either. Prisoners is a story about what we are willing to become when desperation sets in. Loki is extremely suspicious of Keller, and he follows him to his childhood home multiple times, catching him doing increasingly strange stuff. After Loki makes some shocking discoveries and finds a new lead, someone named Bob Taylor confesses to the murder of the girls, and after a clothing match is established, the girls are presumed dead. This is the innermost cave. All seems lost, and our characters are defeated. And the situation only seems to get worse after Taylor commits suicide whilst in police custody. But Keller does not give in. He stays resilient, and his solution is to rage. He lashes out at his son, He lashes out at Loki.
You wasted time. You wasted time following me. You let this happen.
And he doesn't stop torturing Alex, refusing to believe that he has lost. Keller does have a crisis of conscience, though. He visits Alex's aunt, Holly, and apologizes for other things he's done, telling her he feels responsible for Alex running away. Loki is notified that Taylor didn't possess any evidence of having committed any crimes, and he realizes something isn't right about the situation. The next day, Joy is found alive. Welcome to Act 3. The Dovers meet up with the Birches at the hospital and manage to get one piece of information out of Joy. She looks at Keller and says 3 words.
You were there.
What? I was where?
And put tape on her mouth.
Keller takes off running, speeding off in his car. Loki thinks he's going to his childhood home, so he shows up there. Only he doesn't find Keller, he finds Alex. Keller arrives at the Jones household and is met once more by Holly. Holly Jones was our antagonist this whole time. Poor Alex isn't even really her nephew. He was the first child that her and her now deceased husband abducted. She taunts Keller, drugs him, shoots him, and throws him in a hole. After finding Alex, Loki is sent to the Jones residence to inform Holly. When he arrives, he catches her in the act of injecting Anna with lethal snake venom. He confronts her, she shoots him, he kills her. We now arrive at the climax of the film. Loki is speeding down the city streets as rain and blood cloud his vision, and Anna lies dying in the back seat of his car. All he can do is drive, beg Anna not to die, and try not to die himself. He arrives at the hospital, successfully saving not only Anna, but himself. The denouement of the film lasts all of the final 5 minutes. Loki and Anna are going to be okay. Prisoners is a story about resilience and persistence. Keller and Loki never give up. They go through hell in the search for their absolution, Keller for allowing his daughter to be taken, and Loki for not saving the girls sooner. They are eventually successful, but it comes with a price. Keller loses his humanity and quite literally finds himself in a deep, dark pit, having been led there through sheer force of will. Loki has been shot, and he has lost Keller, leaving him dissatisfied with the end to his case. Loki's persistence and inability to let go of the case has led him back to the Jones house, standing silently. Unbeknownst to him, Keller is just mere feet away, bleeding and in the dark. He clutches the small item which caused the whole story to unfold, his daughter's whistle. And just when you think it's all over, Keller's resilience shines through once more as he has survived the day and successfully alerted Detective Loki of his location. I love this movie so much. Everything about this story is phenomenal. We get some all-time incredible performances from our leads, Jackman and Gyllenhaal, as well as a stellar performance out of Paul Dano. Davis, Howard, Bello, Desmalchian, everyone here is on fire, from the main characters to people who are only in a couple of scenes. The writing is incredible. The whole way the story unfolds with its small, subtle clues and incredible moments, it never ceases to impress me. The direction, as you'd expect out of Canadian film auteur Denis Villeneuve, is phenomenal. and similarly, the cinematography is impeccable. This is a gorgeous film to look at, which further cements Roger Deakins as being one of the all-time greats. The music is great, the dueling protagonists, each so hell-bent on finding these girls no matter what, is great. The urgency and devastation we feel as each minute ticks by without their safe return is palpable. The symbolism throughout this film is incredible. Everything is connected and feeds into another theme and plot thread, and all of that is on top of a perfect ending. In conclusion, why are you in a film course if you haven't seen Prisoners? Watch it as soon as you can. Thank you.